Retro games reminds us of a simpler time. Just the music transports us to when we was little, without any care in the world, just having fun with ourselves or with our friends and siblings. That is why Nintendo came up with the Super Nintendo Mini, because they know that these classic games could invoke, as it were, nostalgia that could really appeal to parents. And parents, they buy these type of consoles because they want their children to relive what they would have experienced when they was a child. But seeing the popularity of these retro systems, we know that it would have a lot of knockoffs. We know it would have a lot of imitators, and there are many out there. One of them that we are advising persons to stay away from is this one. Yes, this console is not only disgusting, it should be banned. Let's see why. And before we forget, guys, this is Island Gaming with Jay. And if you have not yet subscribed, give me a sub. You get more content like this together with Xbox and Nintendo content. Don't forget to hit the like button as well. Let's play the video.
Gaming system, but it's far from it. The Super Mini SN-02, preloaded with 800 games, looks nearly identical to the original Nintendo SNES. Even the packaging is nearly a perfect copy. But it's not created by, sold by, or affiliated with Nintendo in any way.
It looks exactly like a miniature version of the old Super Nintendo.
Taylor Turley's 5-year-old son was gifted the console for Christmas, and she was ready to share some gaming nostalgia with him.
I was raised in the 90s. A lot of these games are very familiar with me. I honestly wanted to play the game before I gave it to him.
But she quickly realized some of the preloaded games included offensive or racist language and pornographic material, like this image of what appears to be 2 naked children in a tent. The book there labeled porn, and one with a sexually explicit character that looks like Ronald McDonald, along with an email account.
You can only imagine the type of person that's posting their email on pedophilic games.
She says she was also shocked to find a game with racist characters.
There's another game that is supposed to be like Mario 2, I believe. And it's called Black Man 2 once you get into the game, and I don't know how to describe it. It's pretty racist.
The gaming system, which doesn't list a manufacturer on the box, but says it's made in China, is sold by multiple third parties on major retailers like Walmart or Amazon. And we found it being sold in person at an electronics store in Corona, Queens, displayed right here on a table outside the store, along with what appears to be a knockoff Nintendo Switch. Here is the loading screen, and we see Luigi here, like a cartoon version of Luigi, very familiar. Looks like a fun game so far. Everything looks pretty normal. But as we kept scrolling, we're deep into the games now. It's 111 is the number of games that we've gotten to get to this screen. And on the same page, we have Mickey Mouse 3, which sounds like a game. Sure, you let your kids play that. That's fine. But on the same page, we have one that sounds much more explicit and questionable. And then as we hit play, we were even more shocked. Okay, right off the bat, that's not the Mowgli I remember. It would just be a normal game if it weren't for Mowgli being naked. We've reached out to Disney for comment on this, but have not heard back.
I was fuming.
Kyla Knight has been trying to warn other parents about the system on TikTok and tells us she bought it for her kid when it was listed here as a bestseller on Amazon.
My husband went ahead and bought it. It was like, hey, this is only $50. We're going to go ahead and get this.
After Kyla reached out to Amazon, the company told her they were investigating. And in a statement to NBC News, said the product was, quote, investigated and removed. But as of today, it's now listed on the site by another third-party seller. Walmart also telling NBC News the game will be removed because it does not comply with our prohibited products policy. But we found one that appears to be the same system by a third-party seller today. The online posts selling the systems do not mention anything about inappropriate content. They even receive some 5-star reviews.
If you go into the descriptions of these consoles, They are marketed to children. They're marketed to give to your friends' children.
However, now Kyla and Taylor joining dozens of other customers, leaving reviews to warn other parents and to get the word out.
That's all I wanted to do with this whole topic, was just make sure that parents knew what could potentially be on presents that they're buying for their kids.
My warning would just be to make sure that you go through the console yourself and test out these games. Even if you're not interested in playing it, just be aware of what your child is taking in all accounts.
So there you have it. The Super Mini SN-02 is a very disgusting console and should be banned. But let's think about this. If the authorities really want to catch those who make this console, it's very easy. All we need to do is track back where these consoles are coming from and go to the source and then lock up those who are making these consoles. So we are seeing these guys are specifically developing games without clothes, developing games with nudity and pornographic material to try to sway your kids or mislead your kids into doing something that is wrong, even as far as an email address. This is why we are encouraging parents to, really look into this. Don't buy their any consoles. Look at the games and the content that your children are playing. Just don't leave it up to them. We are living in some very disgusting time, guys, and you got to be careful. So I just said I would highlight this particular topic. Let me know what you think about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's cancel this console. Thanks for watching.